the second tool. Write music that you can't play. Write music that you can't play. Or, let's take it out of musical terms. Set goals that don't exist. And let me set that up for you. Let me sort of illustrate that for you. A goal that exists. If you, let's make it nice and generic, sell 100 widgets in a year, and next year you set a goal to sell 110 widgets, 10% increase in your sales, okay? That's a good goal, but to me it exists. Because even if you're not capable of doing that right now, you can probably see how to get there. You can see how to get to what that next step is. Even if we're not there yet, we can see how to get there. And most of our goals are like this. They're the next step. We can see how to get to a 5 or 10% increase in most things. And if you don't know, I can tell you. You could work harder, you could work longer, you could hire help, you could be more productive. There's ways to get there. And that's cool. Most of our goals are that way. That's fine. But I'm about trying to get beyond what's been done before to affect exponential change. So here's what I'd like you to do. Whatever time frame you set goals, I want you to set one goal where when you come up with the goal, don't start with what's possible. Start with what's cool. What's right? What's the dream case scenario? People always say, well, in a perfect world I would. Yes, in a perfect world you would what? And why is that not the goal? Oh, because it's impossible. And we kill the perfect world scenario, the greatest goal that we can have. We kill it before it has a chance to leave our mouths. It drives me nuts. I see it all the time, okay? So here's what you do. You come up with this goal, and you'll know it's the kind of goal I'm talking about. Here's the test. It takes courage to think it, okay? So here's what you do. 3 things, again, 3 subpoints. Number 1, you got to write it down. You can't just think about it, because if you just think about it and then you let yourself off the hook, right? You don't do it, you'll let yourself off the hook. You go, well, I wasn't really going to do it. I was just thinking about it, okay? That's number 1. You write it down, first manifestation. Number 2, you got to commit to it personally. I have no idea how, but this is going to happen. And number 3, you got to take some kind of action on it within 24 hours of writing it down. Here's what will happen. If you will do this, here's what will happen. The universe will come to your aid. I don't know how this works, and I don't care. It just does. I don't know how electricity works, but I still flip the switch. Same thing. The universe seems to like goals like this. So here's what you do. You come up with this goal, you write it down, you commit to it, you take some action on it, and a few days later, a week later, whatever, you meet somebody, and they start talking about this. And you, wow, I didn't know, but it may not have been the angle that you thought, but it's a way to get to the next step. Or you spin the dial on the television, you come across a documentary, and you wouldn't have thought that it actually applies to your goal, but it's there. Some kind of, these ideas, these coincidences, they start coming to you, okay? I don't think they're coincidences. I think that they're there for a reason.